How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man, and I hope all is well. Today, I'm going to be going over the PTB, and we're going to go over the new perks. So let's check it out, team. So the new killer is the Knight. The Knight is says a strategic killer, able to send his faithful guards to hunt for survivors and damage objects on the battlefield. His personal perks: Nowhere to Hide, Hex Face the Darkness, and Hubris allows him to reveal survivors near generators, curse survivors to scream out in fear, and cause a survivor who stuns you to become exposed. So let's take a look. So we actually go to loadout here, and we can see the top, we see the tier 3 perks. So Nowhere to Hide, the machinations of the weak and craven draw your ire. Your anger forces survivors to reveal themselves. Whenever you damage a generator, reveal the aura of all survivors standing within 24 meters of your position for 5 seconds. That's good for some of those who are trying to creep around. Hex Face the Darkness. You make an example of one of your victims, forcing their allies to become awed by your power. Injuring a survivor by any means lights a dull totem, activates this perk, and hexes that survivor. While the hex is active, all other survivors outside your terror radius will scream intermittently, revealing their auras for 2 seconds each time. Other survivors can also see the aura of the cursed survivor for 8 seconds. When the survivor enters the dying state or becomes healthy, the hex totem becomes dull again, and this perk deactivates. This perk is permanently disabled once its hex totem is cleansed. So that's interesting. So it's an on and off hex perk. Okay. Hubris. You show no mercy, especially to those foolish enough to resist. Whenever you are stunned by a survivor, that survivor suffers from the exposed status for 20 seconds. Hubris has a cooldown of 20 seconds. I'm not sure if they're going to hit the cooldown on that, but whatever you get stunned, is that flashlight stunned? Is that also when they kick a generator? Those are all things to be mindful of. And let's actually do this. Let's actually go into, let's remove a bot. Remove bot. Thank you. And let's switch to Survivor. So we can check out the new Survivor's perks. I'm going to go into the loadout and see right here. Potential Energy. Your arcane abilities have adapted to the entity's realm after centuries of wandering, granting you unprecedented control over its many devices. After working on a generator for 8 uninterrupted seconds, press the active ability button. Press active ability button 2 to activate this perk. When this perk is active, repairing the generator will charge this perk instead of making the generator progress. For each 1.5 seconds or 5% of generator repair, the perk will gain 1 token up to 20 tokens. While this perk has at least 1 token and you are working on a generator, you can press the active ability button, press the active ability button 2 to consume all the tokens and instantly make the generator progress by 1% for each token. This perk then deactivates. If you lose a health state while this perk has at least 1 active token, the perk will lose all tokens and deactivate. Missing a skill check will also result in some charges lost. Some charges, but it doesn't tell you how many charges. Thanks for being a little open with this perk. Okay, so you can activate it and you'll store charges per se. Okay, so you'll store, that's interesting perk. Fog-wise. In your countless years in the fog, you've seen it all. And when you're focused, you can remember most of it too. Hitting a great skill check while repairing a generator reveals the killer's aura to you for 6 seconds. Not bad. It seems it's a global killer reveal for a great skill check. Very good. It's like a buff alert. So Fungman has a perk called Alert. When a killer breaks something, they see it. This is good if you're just on the objective as well. So not bad. Quick Gambit. When you have a killer's attention, you know how to keep it. Others can be confident they won't be interrupted anytime soon. when you are chased within 24 meters of any generator. Any other survivor working on that generator receives an 8% speed boost to their repair actions. So this is good for some of those. You bring the killers chasing you, you're going up to a generator that's kind of near completion. Or if they're... But it's weird though, it's like, right, once this perk comes out, I don't know, this might change how they play. Maybe they won't fucking tunnel people around a generator anymore. We'll see. So I'm actually going to be playing some of the PTB today. And then we're going to be playing some South Park Fractured Butthole later. So what do you guys think of these perks? And if you guys like this kind of stuff, you know what to do. The like, the share, the subscribe, or the comment below and say, hey, you know what? Your video sucks. Fuck your videos. And you know what? That would be appreciated too. That means I got to work on something. You guys be safe, stay hydrated, and of course, have a good one.